to all the great things we're going to do together.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes. Hi, welcome to Prestigious Talk Show. My name is Faith Dodo. I'm your host for today's show. With me here is this beautiful lady. Her name is Sherika. She's so intelligent. We are pleased to have her with us here today. She is the author of a new book that is coming to you this summer titled A Woman Unchained. Miss Powell is also a TV host of Women on the Rise. She is a wife and also the mother of 2 lovely children. Sherika, you're welcome to our show.
Thank you so much, Faith, for having me.
Thank you. You're welcome. First and foremost, we want you to tell us about yourself.
So, as mentioned, I am a wife, mom to 2 little boys.
Okay.
I'm also a motivational speaker. I've created a podcast show called Women Unchained Radio. And also, I'm an upcoming author as well, book to be released this August. A Woman Unchained, Breaking the Silence of Childhood Sexual Abuse, a warrior's journey. So I'm really excited about that. And also, as mentioned, Rogers TV talk show host for Women on the Rise, to be released in May this year.
Whoa!
So, story about my journey, being a survivor of childhood sexual abuse.
Okay.
And I felt like I needed to share this journey, really, or share my journey with the world, because I feel like there's still a lot of healing that needs to be done around this topic when it comes to women, and reopening wounds that have already been healed.
Yeah, it must be really hard.
Yeah. So that was really challenging. So there was many times where I had to put it down, because mentally it was draining on me, and when I felt that was happening in my human strength, I couldn't do it, and I tapped into the power source.
Yes.
Right, and the power source gave me the strength to keep going, because there's a bigger plan in store. Keep moving, keep writing. So that's where the challenges, I just kept going with it. Also, another challenge that I experienced writing the book, so that in the time, because I'm a mom, I'm a working mom, you're a mom, you're busy, you're working.
The time
to write it. It's a lot to write hundreds of pages.
Oh my goodness! I was going to ask you, where do you find the time?
Yeah. So I was like, oh gosh, how am I going to do this? And it's so funny, when I got the vision for the book and everything, to write the book, and everything came to me. The title of the book, A Woman Unchained, it was just, it was flowing. It was just flowing. And I was like, okay, we have to write this, okay. And at first I put it down, and I was like speaking to God, and I was like, do you not see my life? Do you not see how busy I am? Do you not see that I'm a working mom? I just gave birth to my 2nd son at the time, and I'm busy. I can't do this. This is huge. This is for someone else. Give this to somebody else. I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Like, he doesn't know. Right?
Because he has a purpose for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's gonna make it happen. So all the women out there, it's like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna pursue this destiny or this purpose that I want to do? He's going to give you the strength to do it, and all the things that you're worried about, he'll take care of it. And that's what happened, really. And so I started writing paragraph to paragraph. A lot of that on my phone. I wrote a lot of the book on my phone. Yeah. So any spare time I had, I just started writing. And it's another story. I wrote a lot of it in my closet.
Oh my goodness.
So, because when you're a mom, you don't have, the kids are always around you, right? And I said, how am I going to find the space that they won't find me?
At least you don't want to lose the idea, right?
Right.
When the thought is coming, when it's flowing, you have to quickly do something.
Yeah. So I said, okay, the closet. So I walked in the closet. I went in there with my laptop, and I sat on the floor, and I wrote with the clothes and everything. I was writing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm writing away, and they didn't find out for a while. And my little one, he eventually was like, "Where's mommy?" And then he opened opened the door. There's mommy on the
Oh,
ground.
yes.
I said, mommy, what are you doing? I said, your mommy's writing. He said, oh. And he came in sometimes with me and sat with me with his toy.
Oh, wow.
And he was on the
so
floor with me,
yeah.
writing my story.
Oh my goodness, that is so
So-
awesome.
By any means necessary,
Yes.
get it
At
done.
least you have to. I'm glad that you were able to even reference him.
Yeah.
You know, he was your co-author, right?
Yeah,
He
exactly.
wrote the book with
He wrote
you.
the book with me.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is so nice.
Yeah. So, you know, there's a will, there's a way.
Exactly.
And there's always a way. And this is 4 years. This is 4 years in the making. It's been a journey to get it done. It's been a long journey. But to know that it's finished and it's ready to be released, you know, is an awesome feeling of accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is definitely to accomplish such a huge, you know, it is. I just praise your efforts, and I believe most people that are watching right now will be also inspired to do something like that. And again, you just heard that if you're, you know, most moms, we are multitask, we are very creative, we try
Right.
to juggle different things at the same time. You know, are we not super moms?
Yeah, yeah, right?
Yes, we are.
We are. You can do it.
Yeah,
You
we
can do it.
can, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just praise your efforts. Seriously, you're just a wonderful woman, beautiful, intelligent. I read some of your stuff, I go like, oh my God. She
Likewise.
Is, yeah, I
To
read
you
you
too.
are
Yeah.
really, really powerful.
Thank you.
And I respect that. So, anyway, you've just talked about your strength, that God is your strength.
Yes.
So that would have been my next question,
Yeah.
but we don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
And so, my next question is: do you have any specific demography in mind that you're trying to reach out to?
Not the specific demographic really is women in general.
Okay.
Women, period.
Okay. Women in general, I should say.
Women. Yeah, just women who
Women.
want to be inspired.
Yes,
Who
exactly.
want to feel encouraged.
Yes.
And to know that, wow, I'm not alone in
Exactly.
this. You know, this is someone else who has gone through this.
That is my logo.
Yeah.
Remember, you are not alone.
Alone. Yes. Right. Remember, you're not alone.
Yeah.
And we're not alone.
Yes.
And the more transparent we are with our journeys, we can help uplift our other women.
Exactly.
And uplift her and be like, wow,
Mhm.
okay, you know what? She did this. I can do this.
Yes.
I can do this too.
Mhm.
So it's for women in general who want to feel inspired.
Yeah, she's really good. So,
Yeah.
women, you're hearing from Miss Sherika. So, if you need to be inspired, you can read some of her stuff. You can look her up. Sherika, she's a very powerful motivational
thank
speaker. I love to. I'm looking forward to read your book.
Yes.
Seriously,
Thank
I am
you.
so looking forward to read your book.
Thank you.
You know, even the title.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
A Woman Unchained.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's captivating.
And you know the title.
Oh my
You've asked,
goodness.
how did you come up with
Yeah.
that? I was driving one day on my way into work,
Yeah.
and driving. It was a rainy day in May. I'll never forget it. I'm driving and going along, and then all of a sudden, this vision, and it's like a movie reel, just
Yes.
flashed,
Wow.
and everything. The title of the book, the colors that I would use, the purple, A Woman Unchained. It just, I was like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
And that's how I came up with the title. It was directly from God, I believe. Yes, yes, yeah.
It sounds like that too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And yeah, I went to search you up, and actually I found something very fascinating. And I said I would definitely ask her when she comes to the studio. You said dare to be bold.
Yeah.
Yeah, dare to be bold. So I really want you to unpack this.
Sure.
Can you tell us? And I know my audience out there will want to know, what does she mean when she say dare to be bold?
Sure.
So tell us.
So, Dare to be bold is kind of like one of my life taglines. So, dare to be bold. And what I mean by that, in order for us to reap the blessings,
Yes.
and in order for us to see really where God wants us to be and how He
Yes.
wants us to be used in the world, we must dare to be bold and take bold action,
Yes.
right? And actually strive and move in those steps and activate those steps, right?
Going beyond your
Going
comfort
beyond
zone.
your comfortable. Get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yes.
Get comfortable being
Yeah.
uncomfortable, because
Yeah.
that's where the growth really happens.
Happens.
And I'm learning that myself.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, right?
I do.
Yeah, that's where.
Because I think it wasn't comfortable for me to start this show.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, I had to take that bold step.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I was, you know, thinking of my critics out there that will, you know, what she's saying or whatever. But I said, you know what? I believe one or two people will love what I'm doing and they will follow me.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's enough.
Yeah.
For you to go out
Exactly.
and do it, right?
That is why I started what I'm doing right now. I'm enjoying it. Here I am. I have this beautiful Sherika, I have her here in my studio. Am I not lucky?
Yeah.
If I had not started, would I have you?
Well, there, and I would have met you
No,
either.
I wouldn't have met you.
Yeah.
So sometimes I believe it is even good for us to be, you know, to be bold, to take some bold steps.
You know, and
so,
reach
yeah.
out to, even in, you know, for instance, social media,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
It's massive. And that's a great way for you to dare to be bold and reach out to someone who you normally wouldn't reach out to for advice, for a question, or, you know, whatever it is, if, whatever journey that you're on and you see someone else that's doing that as well, you know, ask. Just try.
Yeah.
You know, go out there and get what you want, because if we don't actually activate our steps and actually try, we'll never know. Nothing will transpire.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Because that is why I actually started this show, just to motivate people and to reach out to people so that, you know, I'll be like a source of inspiration to people. You know, sometimes you have to go outside of your comfort zone and do something that is not, that you wouldn't do normally.
Yeah.
You know, I have to do this.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you'll be happy that you're doing it. You feel so fulfilled that, you know what, I'm happy and I'm glad that I took the steps.
Yeah.
You know, so
Exactly.
I was kind of thinking when I read about you, I was like, okay, I want her to unpack. I don't want to base it on assumption, right? So I said I want Sherika to actually tell us what she meant by this, and it's really, and it's a good title.
It is, and I try to encourage myself as well, like, you know, because we feel fear.
Of course,
we do.
We do.
Yeah. But you know what? Feel the fear and do it anyway.
Yeah. Even when I researched you, I didn't get you through anybody. What happened is I saw your GoFundMe. Then I looked up. I was like, wow.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, you know what? I'm going to contact this lady.
Yeah.
What would be the worst she would say? She would say she's not coming to my show.
Yeah.
I said, you know what, fate is trying. I tried, but today I have you.
Here, see? There we go.
Yes.
Divine connection.
Yes, exactly. You know, so I'm really, I'm happy that I did, and I am looking forward for us to do so many things together.
Yeah, sure.
You know, and So, anyways, thank you very much for unpacking that topic for us. I really for unpacking that. Stay tuned. I'm your host, Faith Adodo.
Prestigious talk show. We are bringing hot topics and discussing community issues with topics that matter. If you would like to be guest or be part of the live studio, audience, or even sponsor, go to www.prestigioustalkshow.com or email us at prestigioustalkshow@gmail.com. At the Prestigious Talk Show, remember, you are not alone. Thank you.